almost ready to put a bow on Championship Saturday, but one more championship to be handed out, and that's the 5A State Volleyball Championship as Benton is going to take on Greenwood. Welcome courtside. I'm Bobby Swaffer alongside Cassie Lloyd. And these two teams, no stranger to playing here. Benton was in the championship match last year. They won the 5A title, but of course Greenwood has had a great program in recent years.
They both have had a really great season. I'm excited for this game to be the one to end the match. Both Greenwood and Benton have a really fun offense to watch, and I think it could be a really heavy offensive night.
Let's take a look at these two teams, how they got to this point. Benton is the visiting team on the scoreboard. They came from the bottom half of the bracket. You can see them about midway through. And the Lady Panthers, well, they didn't have much resistance in the state tournament. They took down their fellow Panthers in Siloam Springs and handled Paragould in the quarters. And then Harrison squad, who won the 5A West in the semifinals. And that's how Benton got here. And a big reason why the Lady Panthers are playing for a title again. That's the play is Kennedy Guest.
Kennedy Guest is a senior middle blocker. She's 5'11", and she gets it done on both sides of the ball. She has 258 kills on the season along with 80 blocks, but then she also has 32 aces and 59 digs, so she's a big performer for the Benton Panthers.
So that's the outlook at Benton. What about their counterpart in this matchup, the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs? They were the number 2 seed coming out of the West, the only non-number 1 seed to reach the championship here today. They took down Sheridan in the opening round and a big win over Marion. And some people might even say it was a surprise that they swept Mount St. Mary in the semifinal. Not that they won, and maybe just how that they won. But of course, Greenwood is going to be led by their big hitter, Maya McCoy.
Maya McCoy is a special athlete. She's a senior outside hitter. She plays 6 rotations for Greenwood and carries a lot of weight. On the season, she has 477 kills, but she's got 1,400 on her career. And I was there at the match when she got that 1,000th kill, and she is a special player. She has 57 blocks, 319 digs, and 28 aces. So she's getting it done all across the board.
That's the second biggest number we've seen today as far as kill total, 477, second to only Fayetteville's Reagan Harp. So anytime you have those type of numbers, you know the kind of talent that McCoy is going to put out there. So as the starting lineups introduced here inside Bank OZK Arena, we'll give you the starting lineup first for Benton and Coach. And for the Benton Lady Panthers, so Drew Hudspeth, Isabella Loggeman, Presley Pallets, Parker Stearns, Kennedy Guest, Parker Solers, and Delaney Cooper. That's the starting lineup for Benton. As far as the other side for Greenwood and Coach Jennifer Golden, Lauren Eckhart, Kiki Rice, Carson Hartz, Ella Dickinson, Tori Howard, Maya McCoy, and Salem Colbert. These two teams, they expected to be here, and of course, when you expect to play for a championship, you always schedule up, and so how these two teams got here, and for Coach Michelle Schuper for Benton, so they took down 4A finalist Shiloh. They took down 4A finalist Brooklands twice this year. They also beat Conway, and I mentioned the 3 wins here in the state tournament. On the other hand, the losses maybe tell you more than the victories sometimes, so the losses for Benton this year, they've only had 5 of them. 3 of them came to teams that are playing here for a championship, including 2 in 6A Conway. Now, on the other side of things, Greenwood, unfortunately, beat your Harbor squad earlier this year. And they also beat Harrison, the team that won the conference. Of their losses, both 6A finalists, Fayetteville and Conway, also lost to 3A finalist Baptist Prep. You got the better of them one time, too, so we got to give you credit there. And then they lost to Southside. So the 10 losses may seem like a lot to get to the championship game, but that's because Greenwood certainly scheduled up.
They did, and that's why they're here tonight, is they're prepared for high-level teams, and regardless of the wins and losses, they're playing for a state championship tonight, and playing higher-level teams and bigger conferences just has prepared them for this moment.
We're getting ready for first serve here in the 5A state championship. There's a good look at Coach Jennifer Golden right there. And then on the other side, Michelle Schuper. This championship match a year ago, but just because Benton's the defending champion doesn't mean this is the foregone conclusion. Greenwood and Coach Golden have been here before. They've won titles before. They've got a volleyball-only facility there on campus, so they've got the resources, they've got the talent, and obviously we'll see what happens when we roll the ball out here in mere moments.
Both teams have a great volleyball culture in their schools, and it's going to be exciting to see what happens tonight.
So Greenwood will open up the match serving. They're wearing the gray unis, trimmed out in the navy. All Benton will be on the receiving side, wearing the maroon, trimmed out with the white numbers. We are ready to go in the 5A state championship match. The first serve can't be handled. The Lady Bulldogs strike first as Lauren Eckhart gets the ace.
It's never a bad thing when you start a match with an ace.
Large Greenwood contingent, a large Benton student section here for the nightcap. That first attack from Benton sails long as Parker Stearns couldn't keep it in the lines. Lady Bulldogs out to an early 2-0 lead.
Eckhart's doing a good job serving tough and keeping Benton out of system.
That one handled nicely by Benton, see if they can get on the offensive. And that one, though, it does catch some line. So Stearns gets her first kill of the match and cuts the Greenwood lead in half. It's 2-1.
Was a really great approach and high swing. Stearns just hit over the block there, ping in the corner.
Anna Grace Dedman now going to serve. Correction, that's Drew Hudspeth for Benton. That one falls to the floor, and Greenwood out to a 3-1 lead.
It's a good attack by Kiki, going after those high hands, finding the tool, getting her team a point.
So it's loud. Greenwood student section's right behind our spot, right here on the scores table. So if you hear something you don't like, sorry, it's not my fault. I didn't say it. That's serving for Alexi Weiser for Greenwood. And that one sent long. So maybe Benton a little too jazzed up here in the championship match. A few of their attacks have already gone well long.
A lot of adrenaline, a lot of momentum coming into the first 5 points of this match.
Nice block there, number one. Carson Hart goes up, the middle hitter for Greenwood, and the Lady Bulldogs push that lead to 4.
Carson Hart has been a force for Greenwood all season long. She doesn't only do a great job offensively, but she also is an amazing blocker.
So Greenwood's got the momentum early here inside Banco ZK Arena. That one sails long, but it was tipped at the net, so Benton stops the mini run from Greenwood. Serve from Delaney Cooper for Benton. We haven't had to call Maya McCoy's name just yet for Greenwood. That's a big-time attack there from Benton. And Parker Stearns hammers one home.
Huge swing by Stearns. She did a great job staying patient and staying open to her setter and just manipulating her arm swing across her body to put that down the line.
Nice placement there as Benton takes advantage of it. That's Isabella Loggeman, wearing number 55 today. And Benton creeping back into this one. It's 5-4.
So benefit for Benton is they're really tough offensively from both sides of the ball on the right side and the outside.
We talk about both Kennedy Guess and Maya McCoy in the open, and neither one has recorded a kill just yet. Maybe playing a little decoy action as right now. But speak it into existence as McCoy's first attack goes wide, and we are all knotted at 5. Four straight points for the Lady Panthers. That's our first look at Guest and her first kill, as Kennedy gives Benton a lead.
Guest did a good job of getting into that offense on that fast dig. The setter put her high, but the tempo was still fast, so she can hit over those blockers from Greenwood. A total advantage for her.
So 5 straight points for the Lady Panthers from Benton. They've got their first lead at 6-5. McCoy tries to put one down, but the block there for the Benton Lady Panthers, and all of a sudden what seemed like everything was rolling Greenwood's way has changed course, and now Benton is in complete control.
Benton has settled in here, maybe got rid of some of their nerves. Their libero is serving extremely tough. She's got a really, really great float serve, so this ball's hard to pass.
And Delaney Cooper's been on serve for 6 consecutive points. Back to McCoy. That attack again goes wide, so make it a 7-0 run for the Lady Panthers. And Greenwood's going to take a quick timeout to try to calm the nerves, if you will, try to stunt this run from the Lady Panthers. So back-to-back hitting errors for McCoy. Gives Benton an 8-5 lead, and we'll step aside real quick for 30 seconds as you're watching the 5A State Championship on Arkansas PBS.
Real-life mystery in Mulberry Springs.
Who is Sammy the Sloth?
My science teacher is a robot.
You've got to be kidding me. Troublemakers from another planet.
From another planet? We're on the case.
Thank you, Mystery League, for solving this mystery.
At Wendy's, we're focused on what matters. That's why we've made our hamburgers square. When you want to experience the delicious taste of Wendy's hamburgers, just ask. Square's the beef. So Benton scored 7 straight. What do you got to do here if you're Greenwood to settle the nerves?
I think they just need to take a deep breath and really focus on getting their first contact in inside on top of their setter's head so she can deliver a good ball to their attackers.
Again, Cooper stays at serve for Benton. Back to McCoy. Again, the block's right there, though. Lagerman goes up and sends it back to where it came from. 8-0 run. You don't see these kind of runs very often, especially at the championship level.
Lagerman's doing a great job setting up that block to allow her middle blocker to come in close and put a huge block up against McCoy.
Cooper's fatigue may set him back on that service line. Big swing there, but dug out nicely from Greenwood. It's Lexi Weitzer. Lady Bulldogs finally put an end to that 8-0 scoring run as they get a touch. Close the gap 9-6.
Really smart play by Hart there, staying calm and knowing she didn't have to take a big swing. She just had to be smart and be court aware, and she found that open spot and got them out of that rotation.
Benton sets up Lagerman, and she hammers one home. That's Isabella's third kill already in the match, and Benton's got a 10-6 advantage.
Lagerman is such an explosive attacker. She's really patient on her approach. Her approach is so explosive and her arm swing is so fast, it's very tough to defend.
Just the junior is Isabella. Greenwood with a big swing there, and that one sails wide. Give the kill to Ella Dickinson, excuse me. It's 10-7 here in the 5A State Championship match. Lagerman again drives one home. It's 11-7. So we're at that point where you think the nerves are starting to work themselves out, but you can see the power game is certainly there for Benton.
Absolutely, and offensively, they're so fluid. They ran right there an A and a C. They moved Lagerman off of the pin and pulled her in behind the setter to give the blockers a different look, and it was very successful.
Benton couldn't handle that one there. It's a little fortunate break there if you're a Greenwood fan. That one not hit all that hard, but perfectly placed. And a much needed point there for the Lady Bulldogs. They pull back within 11-8. McCoy at the serve for Greenwood. It's our first real good look at Kennedy, and you can just see the elevation as high as she gets above the net. And she gets the kill. Now she's going to go back to the service line. Something you can't coach. The vertical. Greenwood answers right back. Kiki Rice with a kill.
Kiki did a good job staying patient on that out-of-system ball and took a really smart swing to the deep 5-6 seam.
Gonna call that a 4 hit, doesn't get over the net, so Greenwood inching back ever closer in this match. Now it's 12-10. Good to see Coach Chris Young, and the football coach for Greenwood here, supporting the fellow volleyball squad. Gotta love when teams support the teams on campus. Big swing there. That one's going to sail wide, though. So after that 8-0 run that Benton put together, Greenwood's done a really nice job of just fighting and clawing back their way in this match.
They've done a nice job of just settling in and not letting their errors overwhelm them and just taking it point by point, and that's helped them close the gap to 11-12.
This is Salem Colburn, the middle hitter, but that one sails long, though, so that run for Greenwood comes to an end. It was 3 consecutive points. They're right back in this match, exactly where you want to be. As a coach, you always want to say, oh, hey, give me the 15-15, and I'll make a run at that point.
You know, it's not a bad place to be. Then you can have time to settle in, only have 10 more points to play.
That's a kill for Kiki Rice. Of course you want to win every match 25-0. That's a given.
That's a goal.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to slug it out, especially when we're facing a team the caliber of a Greenwood or a Benton.
This is definitely going to be a match where we see him slug it out.
That's Eckhart on the serve for Greenwood. McCoy does get it over. Nice job to rally back for Greenwood. Hammered cross court there. Really nice play from Benton. Number 14, Evie Hendricks, the junior.
Again, we see that balance on Benton's offense. They went to their outside, their middle, and their right side on that one. She hit a great cross-court shot to zone 1, getting the kill.
Drew Hudspeth back to serve now for Benton, as the Lady Panthers holding on to a 14-12 advantage. Some miscommunication there from Greenwood. Didn't really know who that set was to. And that's an easy point for the Lady Panthers. That one goes cross court. They're going to say, no, they're going to say it's out. So the head official overrules the line judge, calls that one out. So break for the Lady Bulldogs. It's 15-13.
Good patience by Greenwood there, following that ball all the way to the line.
Big swing there for McCoy. Nice job by the block from Benton. And then they hammer one. That one's going to be ruled out. They were going to say it hit the antenna. Or the pin, excuse me. Call it both. I was corrected. It's a pin.
Either or, both work.
Madison didn't chastise me too much, so if I need some lashings, you can send them my way.
I'll take either pin or antenna. I'll go with both.
15-14 now, Benton out in front. McCoy for Greenwood. Again, the block doing a nice job on her for Benton. Try to go back to her. They know that's where the ball wants to go for Greenwood. The defense is rotating to 27 in gray. Really nice rally here between Benton and Greenwood. Back to McCoy. That one finally put down. Maya McCoy, her first kill of the match. And she's got 477 coming into it. You expect to get your first one before the 30th point of the match, but here we are.
Here we are. I thought Lexi Weiser did a great job in the back row right there, keeping Greenwood alive and getting Maya in a good position to put the ball away.
That one's going to get sent long, and now Greenwood, who saw Benton go on an 8-0 run, has rallied all the way back and takes a 16-15 lead.
Greenwood seems to be settling in and picking up their communication, which is helping them go on this little run here and close this gap and extend the lead.
Both these teams struggling offensively, hitting below 100. That'll help, though. Big-time swing from Benton's Parker Stearns, and that ends the Greenwood run at 4.
Sutter did a great job there, staying neutral and patient, giving Stearns a one-on-one opportunity. The middle got caught in with the Benton's middle, and that's a tough ball to defend one-on-one when Stearns is taking that swing.
So we asked for 15-15, instead we get 16-16. Guess we won't be beggars or choosers. McCoy tries to get that one over, but that one said that was behind the pin, so that was ruled out. And the Lady Panthers are back in front. (17-16), Benton's got the lead. And their most deadly server, at least up to this point, Cooper, back behind the line. McCoy, though, that one's dug out. McCoy again finds the orange. A big swing there for McCoy. Gets her second kill of this first match. First set. And we're all knotted at 17.
Two great back-to-back swings by McCoy. I thought her setter gave her a great ball.
Teams who won the first set today are a perfect 4-0, so this one's huge. Nice dig on the back row from Weitzer. Again, McCoy puts one home. Now Greenwood up 18-17. Is it overthinking it, or is set one so important in volleyball?
I think it's really important. Obviously, it doesn't determine the match, but I think just starting fast and early and having that one set advantage and just the mentality of knowing that you can beat the opponent that's across the net does a big help.
Misplay there from Benton now pushes that lead for Greenwood back to 19-17. This one has certainly been full of runs. Started with Greenwood, Benton came back with a big one, and now Greenwood's played very well over the last 15 points or so. Nice job there to recognize the Greenwood defense left a gaping hole in the middle, and she takes advantage of it, did Drew Hudspeth.
Sutter did a good job of taking the ball into her own hands and helping her team side out so they can get another server back there.
Back to serve, Anna Grace Hardy for Benton. Big attack from the right side. Ella Dickinson gets the kill.
Kennedy Guest on Benton is a huge block across the net, but Greenwood, is doing a great job of finding high hands and not dropping their elbow and swinging into the block and taking it to their advantage.
So Dickinson gets the kill. 2018 lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Lagerman attacks the back row, but Greenwood digs it out. And that one into the net. Or net violation, double hit, whatever you want to call it. They called about 7 different things there. Either way, it's a point for Benton.
Point for Benton.
So Lagerman back to serve. A quick set guess, but right there, the defense for Greenwood the first time and the second time. Now McCoy. Nice job with Guest to go up to the left hand. Greenwood scrambling. That one's going to sail wide. Benton saying they're asking for a touch. They don't get it. And the Lady Bulldogs have a 21-19 lead. Not many teams are going to be able to go up and defend Guest on back-to-back attacks.
No, Greenwood's their block has done a great job of staying prepared and ready for that fast offense in the middle. And when Guest can hit over them, the defense behind it has done a great job of just gutting up and being gritty and keeping balls alive.
We'll step aside for 30 seconds, find out who's going to win set number 1 right after this.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, through their 17 electric distribution cooperatives in the state, is proud to support, spotlight, and celebrate Arkansas student athletes and Arkansas PBS Sports. For more information, just visit aecc.com. Maya McCoy back to serve for Greenwood, leading 21-19. Here's Guest, her attack again, blocked and sent the other way. Great job by the defensive fronts there for Greenwood, and the Lady Bulldogs are now 3 points away from taking this ever-important opening set. That one falls down. Credit the kill for Kiki Rice. All the momentum going Greenwood's way, and Benton's going to take another timeout. We'll keep it here, though. So if you're Coach Michelle Schuper, what do you got to tell your squad? You take the big run. So obviously, you know, the power game is there, but Greenwood's been able to battle back.
Greenwood's done a great job of staying aggressive defensively and making Benton make the error. So I think Benton just needs to settle in, focus on their first contact so they can be a little bit more in system offensively, and then that will help them get back into this match.
So both these teams, you know, if you look at the stat sheet, struggling to find the offense, but Benton really struggling, hitting 0-2-7. That's not something you expect to see with someone who's as talented as they are, but 11 kills compared to 10 errors.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing there. On 37 attacks, they've only have 11 kills and 10 errors, so hitting an 0-27 is really hurting them. Kiki Rice for Greenwood, she's only taken 5 swings on the match, but out of those 5 swings, she has 4 kills. So if I'm Greenwood right here, I'm loading up Kiki Rice on the outside.
Apparently an 800 hitting average is good. That's what they tell me. McCoy still at serve. Greenwood with a 4-point lead here in the opening sets. Again, Benton has trouble with it and gets it over, though, but Greenwood a chance to attack. Back to Kiki, but the block was there. Kennedy Guest puts it down. They called exactly what you asked for, get the ball back to Rice, but the defense there just too good. (23-20). We're back to Kiki, and couldn't really decide what she wanted to do with it there, and did neither one of it, so that one falls short of the net. And Benton's got back-to-back points after the timeout. Yes, back to serve. And blocked at the net, but it does find some orange courts. And now it's set point for the Lady Bulldogs.
Greenwood's doing a good job of mixing up their offense. Maya McCoy playing 6 rotations is a benefit for them because not only is she attacking on the front row, but she's also an option in the back row.
So it's set point for the Lady Bulldogs. Benton trying to stay alive, but that one goes long, no touch. And Greenwood takes the opening set from Benton, 25-21. They got a lot of volleyball left, but the Bulldogs took a big step into throning the 5A champs. We'll step aside as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC on Arkansas PBS Sports.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car, to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
A real-life mystery in Mulberry Springs.
Who is Sammy the Sloth?
My science teacher is a robot.
You've got to be kidding me. Troublemakers from another planet.
From another planet? We're on the case.
Thank you, Mystery League, for solving this mystery.
Looks like we have some new help in the marketing department.
Action! Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Everett Buick GMC. I think you need to work on your line better. How about you do it? Family owned, customer friendly. Family owned, no friendly. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at Alcoa exit. Buckle up, everybody!
We never gonna stop.
Let's take a look at our 5A All-Star PBS students. And it's Bella Kay from Russellville, the libero junior, a 4.1 GPA. She plans to attend college and major in biology, also considering to play volleyball. Congratulations to Bella Kay from Russellville for being tonight's 5A Arkansas PBS Student All-Star. So Greenwood takes the opening sets by a score of 25-21. What'd you like from Greenwood that opening set? There's a lot to like.
I thought they just stayed really calm. But they didn't start the match extremely strong, and Benton bounced some big balls. But they just really stayed patient and trusted the game to come to them, and they played some really, really gritty defense. And I think that's why they were successful in that set.
You hate to point something out like this, but you take away that 8-0 run from Benton, they didn't have a lot going offensively.
They did not. They had 11 kills, but they also had 11 errors, hitting a 0. So that's something that they're going to really need to zone in on, is their first contact, to help put their hitters in better situations, and then their hitters to minimize those errors and start putting balls away.
So we're set for set number 2 here inside Bank OZK Arena. Greenwood's got a 1-0 lead, but we got a long way to go before this one settles. And Benton going to be unserved to start. Real quick, the Greenwood offense going on an attack, and they say Benton is over the line. So just like the first sets, Greenwood opens up set number 2 with an advantage.
It's a good option there with Carson Hart in the middle. Set her kind of laid her up and gave her time to see the block and move the ball around and put power through the block right there.
If you're just joining us, well, 1, where have you been all day? But 2, I'm Bobby Swafford alongside Cassie Lloyd, the Harbor head coach. There's Greenwood. The block goes wide, and Greenwood and Benton are tied up at 1 apiece. 4 championships have been earned so far today. It started with a 5-set barn burner. Fayetteville outlasted Conway for the 6A state championship. And then we've had a bunch of repeats today. Mansfield, Baptist Prep, and Brooklands have all repeated as state champions. That one goes into the net from Kiki Rice, and Benton adds to their lead. Seven of the finalists today were here last year. Greenwood among the ones who were not, though. They're looking for another state title. This would not be a first in school history. I believe they've got two or three already. Another attack from Kieske goes long, so it's 3-1 Benton after a couple of hitting errors from the Lady Bulldogs.
Kiki started the game really strong with 4 kills on 5 attempts, and these last couple of swings she's had some trouble with. She just, once they get her going again, I think they'll be all right.
I don't know if it's a coincidence that Benton was making another run with Cooper at the serve, but that one goes into the nets and stops the spurt at 3.
This brings Lexi Weiser to the line, and she went on some big runs earlier for Greenwood in the first set as well.
Right there to return Stearns and see if Benton can rally log him and gets it over. Now Greenwood goes on the offensive. Outside to McCoy. She goes cross court, dug out nicely by Parker Solers. That one's coming right at us. A play made by the Greenwood bench.
Parker Stern with the kill there. The set was a little low, but she made the smart decision just to place the ball and try to find the floor, and she got a kill there in that deep corner again.
Good chance to look at the coaching staffs from both squads for Jennifer Golden and Greenwood. Kimberly Lowe and Diane Pop, her 2 assistants. On the other side, Heidi Cox, Brooke White, Suzanne Reagans, and Justin Vickers, the assistants for Benton. As Kennedy Guest hammers one home.
Benton has started this set a lot more offensively positive than how they ended their last set. So if they can continue to get their offense going and warmed up, then I think they're going to have a nice match.
I'm going to say Greenwood was into the net. So that's going to give another point for Benton. The Lady Tigers have scored 6 of the last 7 here in set number 2. Little McCoy, she tries to touch it down the line. That one goes wide, though, and Benton, again, jumps out to an early big lead, kind of like they did in the first. It's a dangerous life to live here at Greenwood. I know they came back and won set number 1, but you can't afford to have 5, 6, 7-point deficits against a team like Benton. Loggeman hammers one home, can't be handled by Tori Howard for Greenwood, and Coach Jennifer Golden wants a timeout as the Lady Panthers have built an 8-2 lead, so we'll take it with them. We'll step aside. Benton early, 8-2 here in the second.
Sports is so important to this state and the fabric of the state, and I appreciate Arkansas PBS doing all the state title games, and that makes it available for not just the fans in Central Arkansas, South Arkansas, but fans around the entire state. I can only think of the kids in small towns, and this is the biggest moment maybe in their sports careers, and they have that keepsake of having that game on TV to have with them the rest of their lives.
Conway Regional Health System is proud to support, spotlight, and celebrate Arkansas student athletes and Arkansas PBS sports. Since 1921, Conway Regional Health System has provided complete health care services to the growing communities of North Central Arkansas. For more information, let's visit conwayregional.org. So Benton's got an 8-2 lead here in set number 2. So for the match, they are hitting 085, but for the set, they're hitting 571. That will turn the offense around as that one sails wide, and Benton adds to their advantage.
Benton's doing a really great job on the serving line this set of serving tough and in and keeping Greenwood out of system, which makes it a lot easier for their defense to set up behind it so their offense can be successful.
That one just out. That serve, though, sails long, so that ends the run at 5 for Benton, and it's now 9-3. So we saw an 8-0 run in the first, and now a run of 5 here in the second. Greenwood going to try to put a run together themselves. Set up McCoy on the outside. Benton struggles to handle it, but they do get it across on the third. A quick set. Not there for Greenwood. Loggeman, she finds the open space and puts one down, her 6th kill. That's a team high for Bella.
Loggeman has been an offensive threat this whole entire match. Like you said, 6 kills, only 2 errors, and she's hitting above a 300.
She's 6 of 11 for offensive attacks. Jump serve gives Greenwood all kinds of problems, and they can't return it. Make it a 7-1 scoring spurt now for Benton as they've opened up an 11-3 advantage.
It's a great topspin serve, giving Greenwood's passers something different to look at other than a float serve.
Trying to set McCoy. That one tried to be blocked, but sails into the seats, and a big kill there for Greenwood and a much-needed point for the Lady Bulldogs.
That was great offense by Greenwood, pulling Maya McCoy off of the pin and into the center of the court to give the defense a little bit different look.
Right through the arms and off the forehead there of Kennedy Guest.
Might have got a contact.
So contact still in the eye. That's where we need them. That's where they belong. Back to serve for Greenwood, Carson Holland. They Try to set up Guest. She drives one home. Just straight up and straight down for Kennedy Guest.
It was a great set, but Guest's pure athleticism and getting to that ball and her vertical to hit over the block and straight down is really impressive to watch.
And the second defender a step slow getting over, splits the two and gets the kill. Guest with 4 now in the match. Little McCoy. Can't be handled by Greenwood, so the plays the Lady Bulldogs were making in that first not being made here in the second, and that's why Benton's open up a 13-4 advantage.
We talked about Benton's offense in the first set. This set they already have 6 kills on 0 errors, so that's a big difference maker for them.
McCoy with the big swing, but slowed down by the front for Benton, and now they're on the offensive. And McCoy from the other side. Oh, nice job on the block there for McCoy and Greenwood. They needed a defensive stop, and they get it. Kiki Rice back in for Greenwood. There's a good look at the block there for McCoy. Right to Kiki off the bench. That's dug out nicely on the back row by Cooper. A quick set there, but that one well wide on the attack from Salem Colburn. The lead back to 9 for Benton.
We talked about Lagerman offensively when she's in the front row, and in the back row she's setting and just delivering a beautiful offense right now that's really helping Benton stay in system and take some good swings.
Solers back to serve for the Lady Panthers. They sit on that 14-5 lead. That one can't be delivered over. One of the few mistakes that Cooper's made today. Not too much to be worried about if you're a fan of number 12. Tough set there, and Greenwood takes advantage of it as Carson Hart elevates, and the senior puts it down.
Good patience by Hart right there, being aware of where that ball was located at. Good eye sequencing on the block to help put that ball to the floor.
Colburn now to serve for Greenwood. It's 14-7. Benton currently doubling up their opponent. Kiki Rice with another kill. She's now got 5, which is the most for Greenwood, through a set and a half. Big swing, but dug out by McCoy in the back row. Back to Rice. Benton can't handle it. Lady Bulldogs come storming back.
Greenwood's doing exactly what they did in that first set to help close the gap. They're staying patient, they're serving tough and in, they're playing great defense behind their server, and Kiki Hart putting that next ball down. So
back-to-back kills by Rice. It's a 4-0 run for Greenwood. They try the quick dump, doesn't work. Back to Rice. Well, quick set there for Benton, and that's hard to stop, especially when Presley Paulette goes up and drills one.
It's a great wrist away swing to find the gap and put the ball down to help them side out.
Quick set in the middle for Greenwood, and Hart quickly puts it down.
It's fun to see Hart respond on that quick set from Benton to quick set herself. Great high swing to the deep corner.
15-10 is their score, about halfway through set number 2. The Lady Bulldogs already have a 1 set in their pocket. Lagerman. That one's dug out nicely. Now Kiki Rice finds some open space. A big point there for Greenwood. Loggeman gets that kind of contact, you don't expect to win right off of it. And a nice job by Greenwood defense turning that to quick offense.
It's a great dig by McCoy and great job by Greenwood not giving up on the play.
That one sails wide. Loggeman's attack. Sails, now it's 15-12, and Benton wants to take a timeout. We'll step aside with them. Greenwood, as we knew, not going anywhere. They're fighting back. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Looks like we have some new help in the marketing department.
Action! Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Everett Buick GMC. I think you need to work on your line better. How about you do it? Family owned, customer friendly. Family owned, no friendly. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at Alcoa exit. Buckle up, everybody.
Here's a good look at that dig from McCoy that led to the quick offense from Greenwood. Again, there's no such thing as a conventional point. You'll take him any way you can get it. But a nice job by McCoy keeping the play alive.
Greenwood's just doing a nice job of staying gritty on defense and not giving up on the play. It's really helped them close the gap in the second set.
So it's 15-12, 3 straight points for the Lady Bulldogs. That's the mini run, the bigger run. They scored 8 of the last 10 or so. Chance to add to it here. Quick set to Dickinson. That one, though, going to say is out. 1 point over to Benton, so they stop the spurt.
Benton caught a break there, and now they have Kennedy Guest coming into the front row, hoping to help their offense get going again.
Right at the right time, Delaney Cooper back to serve. She's been at the helm of several big runs for Benton already here tonight. Kiki Rice having none of it, as that was deflected at the net, and her 8th kill of the match. She's starting to kind of establish herself as the go-to in this Greenwood offense.
Rice did a great job getting her feet around that ball and going wrist away, staying open to her set and driving down the line. She's hitting a .333 on 7 kills and 3 errors. She's having a great night.
Reiser the serve for now for Lady Bulldogs. A quick set for Kennedy, but the block is there for Greenwood, and that one hits the net standard. I've been really impressed with Greenwood's ability to go up and battle with Guest at the net.
I have too. Carson Hart has been matched up with her and most of the rotations, and she's doing a great job of not reaching at her height and just really penetrating her hands low and over.
That serve can't be handled. That's an ace for Greenwood. And all of a sudden, it's 16-15. So what was a 9-point advantage just a few minutes ago? The lead's been cut to 1.
Greenwood's serving is really helping them.
Block again shows up big. One, Carson Hart and McCoy both right there. And we are all tied up at 16.
It's really fun right now to watch Greenwood's passion on the court. You can tell that they're fired up and they don't care about that lead that Benton had. They're fighting this deficit for each other.
It was 14-5 Benton, and now it's 16 all. And now Benton's going to have to scramble to get that one across, and they can't. A huge run as a Pepsi can is knocked over. Now keep your head on a swivel here at the scorer's table. I'd say that's a tragedy if that was a Coca-Cola, but it's a Pepsi, so it's fine. Dump that out. I'm a cola snob. Sue me. McCoy, she goes cross court. That one finds the orange surface, and Greenwood continuing to hammer back.
It's a really smart play by Maya McCoy. We talked about it earlier tonight. Every swing doesn't have to be a super aggressive. We just got to be smart on our placement on the ball, and she found a way to keep that server back there and extend the lead.
Loggeman, though, she puts it into a 6-0 run. It was 13-2 spurts there for Greenwood, a much-needed kill for Benton. Back to McCoy, back to putting it down. Maya McCoy, another kill.
It was a great pass and a great set by Eckhart. She held the ball really neutral and kept Kennedy Guest in the middle of the net to help Maya get those seams that she could attack.
7 kills in the match for Maya McCoy. They're going to go right back to her on that left side. That one blocked, though, by Guest. That one never got across the net, so that's going to be 4 touches there for called against Greenwood, so Benton stunts that rally. 19-18, though. Lady Bulldogs still out in front.
Guest is working really hard on the block, pin to pin. You saw her block Maya McCoy on the outside, and then she sprinted across to the right side and closed that block. It's a big advantage for them.
They know how important this set is. Can't afford to fall down 2-0. Again, the block shows up big time. When they need it most, the block is arriving in style for Benton as Guest returns one.
Kennedy Guest not only is big in her play right now at the net, but she's also big in her passion and energy, and her teammates are really bouncing off of that.
19 all here in the second. Rice's attack, that one goes cross court. But they're going to say a net violation on Benton. So a great dig is wiped away as the Lady Bulldogs take advantage. Weiser back to serve, the junior for Greenwood. Correction, that's Carson Holland, the senior. Guest elevates with the block again there for Greenwood. One back to Guest. That time she drives across a diving dig and then some miscommunication. It's really loud here inside Banco ZK. Communication wasn't there, and Benton.
It was a great up by Greenwood. Unfortunately, they just couldn't communicate to keep it alive, but that's Guest's 5th kill. She's got 4 blocks, and now she's back to the service line.
Yeah, the up you're talking about, Carson Holland, number 20. A great diving play. I'm going to say now Greenwood was in the nets. So a big block in return from Colburn and Eckhart wiped away. And now the Lady Panthers have the lead. Greenwood's going to take a quick timeout, so we'll take him with them. We're going to find out who wins set number 2 as we step aside as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Vaping addicts you to nicotine and can prematurely age your lungs to those of a 70-year-old. Don't get lost in the fog. Learn more about the hazards of vaping at projectpreventar.org.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
If you want to relive all the great moments from this one or any other volleyball championships today, just go to mmproductions.net and place your order. Get a copy of this championship match, and this one already a good one. 21-20 here in set number 2. Benton will be on serve, trying to add to that and try to even up this match. Coach Trooper, Coach Golden, barking out their orders to their squad. Kennedy. That serve goes right to the net. Kennedy, yes, can't take advantage of it. We're all tied up at 21.
Coach Golden feeling good about that timeout.
It's always good, right? As a coach, you call timeout, all of a sudden they give you a point.
Yes, and serving the net, you can take a lot of credit for that.
McCoy's serve just dies, but able to be brought back, and Benton answers with a big kill from Evie Hendricks.
It's a great pass. A 3 pass to keep all hitters involved makes it really difficult for Greenwood to read that setter.
Coming up big, and that turns into offense for Benton. as Parker Stearns drives one home, and now Benton just 2 points away from evening up this match.
Benton is doing a great job getting all over Greenwood's hitters on the block, but then also when they got the ball back on their side of the net, terminating.
Rice sends one long, and now Greenwood's backs up against the wall. They've got to fight back. Set point for the Lady Panthers. The Benton faithful getting into it. That one catches the line, and that's an ace, and that's how game 2 comes to an end. So Benton battles back with a big 4-0 run to end the match, and they even things up at a set apiece. Don't go anywhere. We have got a good one. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
You wouldn't drink it, so why breathe it? Vaping liquids contain chemical oils that can severely damage your lungs. Don't get lost in the fog. Learn more about the hazards of vaping at projectpreventar.org.
Do you think that's the key thing missing in the conversation about climate change?
Learn a lot about the African American experience.
It's your palate, it's your taste, it's how you like to cook.
Look at all the colors.
Discovering stories of people.
Voices will be heard today.
People really see the message.
Such a shared experience.
The choice is yours.
You make the decision.
With Passport on the PBS Video app. We all know the best ways to take care of our teeth, like brushing twice a day and flossing once a day. But there's another small thing you can do that protects your teeth in a big way. If you or your child is involved in contact sports, wearing a mouthguard is important to protect teeth. Mouthguards cover teeth and gums to prevent and reduce injury to teeth, lips, and gums. There are several varieties of mouthguards, so you can find one that is affordable and easy to use. A mouthguard should fit properly, be durable and easy to clean, and not restrict speech or breathing. Talk with your dentist about which mouthguard is best for you or your child's needs. At Delta Dental of Arkansas, we're proud to be the champions of your smile. For more helpful oral health tips and information, visit www.deltadentalar.com.
1, 2, 3, turn it up! Whoa. It's going up in here! Let's go!
Get all the latest info from Arkansas PBS. Just visit myarpbs.org/signup. So we're at a set apiece. What do you tell your squad in the huddle? Now that the nerves have calmed down, the two teams have split the opening 2 sets. This should be really fun.
This is going to be a really great rest of the match. Now we're even 1-1. It's going to be the first 1-2. I think it's going to be the team that can keep it the most composed, play the cleanest volleyball with the most passion.
Been really impressed with the way that Greenwood has handled the runs from Benton and been able to respond with a big run of their own, but then Benton able to bounce back here at the end of set number 2.
I thought that was a big testament to Greenwood's mentality and culture. Regardless if they were down by 10 in that set or not, they were going to continue to battle and battle for each other. And it really gave them a shot to take the second set, but Benton snuck away with it.
So we're getting set for set number 3. Greenwood's going to be on the service line. I'd like to say the first 5 points of this set matter, but we found out the last 2. Benton can jump out to a big lead, and Greenwood's going to make a run.
Service ace there by Lauren Eckhart, their setter. Greenwood might be the one to jump to the fast start this set.
That serve back into the net kind of flirted with danger a little bit on the opening serve of the set. That time comes back to haunt her. Let's see what Benton has to do. They got to first stop this attack, and they do. Great job with the block that returns the Rice attack.
That's something Benton has been very successful in all night long, is their blocking. It's really put a lot of pressure on Greenwood's attackers.
Nice job to dig that one out for Greenwood. That was Howard. But not ready for the dump. There's Hudspeth, takes advantage of maybe a misalignment by the Lady Bulldogs.
It's a good awareness there by their setter, being back row, just finding ways to sneak in points.
That one just get over the net for Rice. And Benton able to scramble back. It's 3-1 Benton here in the third. McCoy from the back row. That one's going to sail long. You can really tell both of these teams have really started to settle into the offense. Big swings are coming. But Greenwood's got a negative hitting percentage as a team, but that really is not a true indicator of what we're seeing on the floor.
Definitely not. They're being really aggressive offensively. I think Benton's block has a big part of Greenwood's negative hitting percentage.
Block can't quite get there, and a kill for Benton. So at what point as a coach, and obviously they have their real-time stats kind of like we do you start to concern yourself with that hitting percentage, or is that kind of an outlier?
I think that's something definitely coaches look at. You want to see who's putting balls away and where our errors are coming from. You try to keep hitting errors to 5 or less a set so you can be successful, because you need to put balls down in order to win matches.
McCoy drills one home, and that one coming back to the scorer's table. That was a big point there for Greenwood to kind of stop the bleeding.
It's a great swing by McCoy. She's really explosive in her approach and a really quick arm swing to give her her 8th kill of the match.
Howard now serving for Greenwood. Guest. That one deflected at the net. That's another kill for Kennedy. She's got 6. Loggeman's got 8 to lead the way for the Lady Panthers.
I love the way that Benton uses Guest. They don't just restrain her into the middle. They put her in the middle. They put her on the outside and the right side out of serve receive to find ways to get her in positions to be successful.
That puts more pressure on a defense. You can't just set up the block right in the middle.
That's right. They got to really communicate about where she's coming from.
Right place there, put by Colburn. Salem gets the kill. Now it's 5-3.
Greenwood mixing up the offense again there out of serve receive, running a 2-ball with McCoy and a higher B with their middle, catching Benton's defense moving.
Yes, though, hammers one home down the line.
It's a really impressive swing. It's a low set, so Guest just did a great job of staying open, swinging across her body to put it back into the right back corner.
Greenwood and Benton battling out. That serve goes long, so Lady Panthers leads cut to 1. No lead is safe, no run is safe. They've already figured that out through 2 sets. That one, though, can't be kept alive, so Benton going to add to that lead.
Really great set by Loggeman after they got a good pass right on top of her head. Gave Guest a good ball on the net. She did a good job of reaching high and swinging high over that block, placing it into the corner.
They say a net violation on Greenwood. That's happened a couple times to the Lady Bulldogs. That's a freebie for Benton. Giving right back as that serve into the net. I haven't seen really too many errors on these sides. That's the 5th service error for Benton. Those are starting to add up compared to just 2 aces.
That's right, and the second in this set.
That'll make up for it a little bit. The big hammer dropped by Evie Hendricks, and she's beaten up by her teammates.
You can definitely say the kids are having fun competing for this championship.
I don't know what was hit harder, the ball or her. Zollers back to serve for Benton. Rice perfectly placed right over the block, a little teardrop. So Kiki Rice picks up kill number 9.
It's a tough roll shot there, really out of system ball. Kiki did a great job of getting her feet around it and keeping that elbow high to roll shot over the block and into the court.
So it's 9-7. Benton out in front. That one sails wide. We're going to say it was deflected at the net, so the point's going to go over to Benton.
Benton's doing a really good job on their first contact here in serve receive, getting that setter in a good position to set all 3 hitters, which is making their offense a lot more efficient.
(10-7), Benton has the lead. Back to Rice with the block there for Benton. Number 8, Parker Stern, sends that one back the other way. 7 blocks now for Benton, 5 for Greenwood. Serve for Hudspeth lands right inside the line. That's an ace.
I appreciate, even though Benton has missed 2 serves in this set, they're still serving tough to work hard to get Greenwood out of system.
Tough set there for Greenwood. They can't handle it. So Benton now pushes the lead again. And Greenwood's going to take a timeout, try to discuss things. It's around 13-7, so we'll step aside with them. You're watching the 5A State Championship on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Do you think that's the key thing missing in the conversation about climate change?
Learn a lot about the African American experience.
It's your palate, it's your taste, it's how you like to cook.
Look at all the colors.
Discovering stories of people.
Voices will be heard today.
People really see the message.
Such a shared experience.
The choice is yours.
You make the decision.
With Passport on the PBS video app.
Welcome back inside Banco ZK Arena. I'm Bobby Swafford alongside Cassie Lloyd. All calling the 5A State Championship. Benton's out to a 13-7 lead. They've got a 4-0 run. How do you slow this down if you're Greenwood?
I think we really just need to focus on our first contact. Benton's doing a good job serving aggressive, and the pass on the serve receive has not been, 3 or 2 passes. They've gotten him out of system a lot. So I think if the pass can get in there on the first contact, then they can be more efficient offensively.
Hudspeth back on the serving line. She's been back there for the duration. They go to Rice. And that one dug out on the back row, but again, some miscommunication on that far side for Benton, so that's going to end the run and allow Greenwood to get back the serve on their side of the court.
Benton's been serving a lot at Kiki Rice to try to mess with her offense, but she did a good job sticking that pass and got her 10th kill of the match.
Is that a strategy that you often employ? So if you've got a player who's killing you offensively, you just serve at them to try to get them out of their rotation?
I think a lot of times, yes, or you just try to wear them down so they can't just focus on attacking. They have to focus on passing first to try to mess with them a little bit.
McCoy drills one on that back line. And Benton not ready for it, so kind of a scramble drill turns into a big kill for McCoy.
Feels like McCoy is settling in a little bit after that first set. She had a better second set and has had a great third set. That's her 9th kill of the match.
The block shows up big. Hart and Dickinson right there for Greenwood. Back-to-back points for the Lady Bulldogs.
Carson Hart has been steady all night. That's her 4th block. She has 4 kills on 0 errors, hitting at 250, so she's really helping Greenwood get it done.
Doing on both sides, offensively and defensively. Nice dig by Howard. Over to McCoy. She tries to tip it across. Nice scramble drill for Greenwood, and they can't get it done. Again, sometimes it's not about how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it.
That's right. Benton did a good job staying calm there and putting the ball in the middle of the court, which is where Greenwood has struggled a little bit tonight.
So it's 14-10. Benton. This third set as we're tied up at 1 apiece. Cooper back to serve for the Lady Panthers. That attack's going to sail long. So that might be the biggest point of the set because you get Cooper off that serve line.
She's done a good job going on big runs tonight, so that's a big advantage for Greenwood.
Lagerman hammers one to that back line. Greenwood can't dig it out, and now it's 15-11.
Lagerman has had a great night. That's her 9th kill. She also has 10 assists since they run a 6-2 over at Benton, and also 7 digs.
Doing it all over the floor. Serve from Anna Grace Hardy sails long.
Back-to-back misses there has helped Greenwood out. They've done a good job of tracking the ball to the line and letting those errors float on deep.
The 7th service error of the match for Benton, so that number's starting to creep up a little, probably too high for Coach Trooper's liking. Guest again, the block there for Greenwood. They try the quick set, not fooled was the defense.
Good job by Greenwood of being high hands on the block, being prepared for the quick set, knowing that that ball was going to go to Kennedy Guest on a perfect pass.
That's a phrase we've heard a lot today, high hands. What exactly does that mean as a defender?
Well, on the block, just since Benton runs such a fast offense, if the blockers allow their hands to drop below the net, they're going to have a hard time not being late to the ball. So they've kept their hands high on the net so they can get over the net quickly to help slow Benton's hitters down.
Nice scramble job by Benton to keep that one alive. To try a quick set there for Greenwood, doesn't work. Now we'll reset. Go outside to McCoy. She tips it over the block. 2 defenders kind of collide there. But now they're going to say a net violation on Greenwood. And they'll give the point to Benton. Coach Jennifer Golden getting an explanation for that call.
I think the Greenwood side thought it was Lagerman that was in the net.
I'm going to try to get a little explanation on what to pass along to the up official. The call's going to stand, so it's going to be 16-13 Benton. Maybe circle that one. Guest tried to take that on the second touch, and that one sails long. So those 2 teams just trade points there.
It's a really smart play by Greenwood. They put that free ball in short, so the setter had to take it to get them out of system. And Guest took a risk. Unfortunately, it didn't go her way.
Guest tries to take advantage. That one dug out, sent across, and sent the other direction. No. Lagerman might have got a little lucky. That one might have rolled off the side of her hand, but it worked out. For 17-14. Lady Panthers with the lead. That one nicely done there for Greenwood's Colburn. Attacks the back row and finds an open space.
Sometimes that ball is hard to hit on the right side as a right-hander because you have to really be patient, let that ball cross your body. But she did a nice job there of letting it cross, but still swinging high and swinging to the corner.
Paulette comes in and gets the kill. Presley Paulette, the senior.
It's a great wrist away shot to really challenge Kiki Rice as the off blocker.
That's 4 kills for Presley. That's 18-15. The block again there for Benton. Rejects the attack from Hart. And they'll go right back to Hart. She tries to tip just over the net. That one just couldn't get put back the other way, so that one's going to go the way of the Lady Bulldogs.
Carson Hart finding a way to get the point for Greenwood. That's her 5th kill on 0 errors. She's had a great offensive night.
Got 4 blocks as well. 2-point lead for Benton. Rice with a big attack. I'm going to say Benton was in the net. So this one's going to go back the other way. And just like the first 2 games of this set, Greenwood trailed midway through, and they're battling back.
That's something Greenwood has been consistent on all night long, is not giving up on any play. They just keep grinding and fighting through every single point.
It's a mark of a good team. A big hit there, but even better block from Greenwood. Going to reset for the Lady Panthers. Back outside to Rice. Can't be handled there by Cooper. So she goes over the block, and the back row can't handle it for Benton, and we are all tied.
It's a great job by Greenwood by staying tough offensively, and even though they're getting blocked, they're covering well and staying aggressive. That's Kiki Rice's 11th kill of the night, 12th. She's leading the team.
Go back to Rice on the far side. That one, though, sails long. And Benton back on top. It's 26 attempts now for Rice. Got 12 kills. Second most attempts on the team. Loggeman on the second touch. Might have caught the Greenwood defense napping there. A really impressive play from 55 in maroon.
It was a great court awareness, really athletic play to be able to turn and be ready to terminate a ball right off the bat. It's Loggeman's 11th kill. She has a double-double with 11 assists.
That's a big answer there for Greenwood as Carson Hart registers another kill.
It's a great first contact by Greenwood, keeping them in system, making it really hard to defend, especially when you have Carson Hart in the middle.
2019, Benton clinging to a 1-point lead here in set number 3. A big swing there for Benton as Stearns hammers one home. And now Benton starting to inch towards that ever-important third set victory, and Greenwood's going to take a timeout, 21-19, and we'll take it with them. We'll find out who's going to take a 2-1 set lead as we come back on Arkansas PBS Sports.
It looks like we have some new help in the marketing department.
Action! Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Everett Buick GMC. I think you need to work on your line better. How about you do it? Family owned, customer friendly. Family owned, no friendly. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at Alcoa exit. Buckle up, everybody.
If you love seeing these televised high school sports championships, please consider making a gift to Arkansas PBS today. It's been a really highly contested match and sets as we expected. The two teams split the first two, 25-21, one going to each side. And here we are, locked in another tight one in set number 3.
Greenwood's done a great job in the whole entire match of just being really, really scrappy defensively. Benton has done an awesome job on the block and offensively of staying aggressive here in the end of the third set. It'll be interesting to see how this one shapes out.
Delaney Cooper back to serve for Benton. So the side out here is going to be huge. Can't let her get any kind of momentum rolling. McCoy does just that, drills one home. And Maya McCoy steps through with her 10th kill of the match.
Tori Howard, Greenwood's libero, who's stepping back to serve right now. She has done an awesome job in serve receive tonight, really keeping Greenwood in the system. And also defensively as well.
Great job by Loggeman. Guest kind of provided the decoy and hammered home for Benton.
Loggeman is such a powerhouse offensively. She's so explosive with her approach and arm swing. That's her 12th kill of the night. She's hitting around a 300.
Hardy now to serve for Benton, leading 22-20. Back to Loggeman. This time she can't put it down. Greenwood scrambles. Get it to McCoy. She goes cross court. Big swing from Benton, but the Greenwood defense positioned perfectly. Oh, another miscommunication there by Greenwood. They had a chance to really take advantage of a misplay ball. Instead, Benton's now 2 points away from taking this third set.
Delaney Cooper for Benton, the libero in the back row. She's doing a great job reading those hitters and making some great defensive plays.
Greenwood needs to make a run, stay in this. Loggeman sends one to the back row, and that's another kill, 24-20. Benton in control of this third set now. Now they've got set points.
Benton playing really tough off-blocker defense there, and Loggeman just making a really smart swing, even though she was on the ground and didn't jump to attack. She swung high, put the ball in a really nice spot.
So again, Hardy steps back to serve with set number 3 on her hands. McCoy, her big swing, handled by Benton. They do get it across. Quick set for Guest. That one's deflected but out. And set number 3 goes to Benton. So after dropping the opening game, Benton storms back, takes 2 and 3, and now they're 1 set away from going back-to-back as 5A state champions. We're going to step aside. Set 4 between Benton and Greenwood coming up as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Vaping addicts you to nicotine and can prematurely age your lungs to those of a 70-year-old. Don't get lost in the fog. Learn more about the hazards of vaping at projectpreventar.org.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
1, 2, 3, turn up! Whoa. What's going on, Ben? Let's go!
This month on Arkansas PBS.
To think that our greed and our industrialization would blink this thing out.
We've got treasures that are haunting and maybe haunted.
I was terrified of this chair.
This is a good photograph of Lizzie Borden.
It was a cultural and musical phenomenon that pulsed through the nation's dance clubs.
but not everyone was a fan.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
You know, I think sports are really big to a lot of people, and because it's an important part of our fabric and our community. And the one good thing about what I've seen is it's high quality production. You know, you think of the small communities all over Arkansas, it's a big deal that they can turn on the TV or DVR or whatever and know they're going to get a quality product. And so I think it just expands the focus of what PBS is doing. You know, Arkansas PBS is doing a great job, and I think it's part of education.
The biggest plays, the biggest celebrations, and on the state's biggest stage. It's the 2023 Centennial Bank State Football Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports. It starts with the 8-man football game and runs all the way through Class 7A. For all the games, the schedules, and the ways to watch, let's go to myarpbs.org/sports.
We on that next level. We on that next level.
Be interested in what's next? Our great Arkansas PBS lineup after the state volleyball finals? Just visit myarpbs.org/schedule to see what's coming up and set program reminders. There's a good look at what's coming up in the first 2 weekends of December. Football state championships coming your way. December 1st, I believe, is that first date on that, those first 2 weekends. 7 championships over a 10-day span. Doesn't get any better than that. Benton is hoping that it doesn't get any better than today. They've got a 2-1 set lead on Greenwood here in the 5A state championship. They slugged their way back after dropping the first set. $33 kills on the match for Greenwood, 41 for Benton. The offensive numbers have been slowly climbing up. But honestly, the block and I guess the disruption of the front line for both these squads really jump out to me for the first 3 sets. So we're underway here at set number 4. A pretty good decision to go right to Carson Hart for Greenwood as she hammers home her 7th kill of the match.
It's a great pass by Maya McCory, helping Greenwood keep their middles involved, and obviously Carson Hart has had an amazing night tonight. She's hitting a .318 on 7 kills, like you said.
Loggeman trying to answer back for Benton, but that one dug out on the back row. Over to Kiki Rice. That one nicely placed there, and that's a kill for Benton.
Parker Stearns has done a really great job tonight for Benton, and not just taking really big swings, but she's also just been really smart and found ways to be aggressive in other ways other than just swinging.
Back to Hart. That one mishandled by Benton, but they able to get it across, keep it alive. One back to Hart. Now another puts it down. Her 2nd kill of the set. Greenwood takes a 2-1 lead. Appreciate you tuning in all day today here on Arkansas PBS. Bobby Swafford alongside Cassie Lloyd here courtside for the 5A championship. This one has been about as good as we expected. That one sent cross court. They're going to say it is out. A little bit of a hesitation on the call.
Another line judge calling a touch.
Yep, you're correct. So on the far side, it was a touch. So a moot point on whether it was a hesitation to call or not, as the kill is rewarded to Benton.
Bella Loggeman logging her 13th kill of the match. 9 digs, 11 assists. She's had a wonderful night.
That serve sails long and puts Greenwood back on top, 3-2. Another service error for Benton. So if you're looking for one thing to complain about, I guess, if you're Coach Schuper, it would be the service errors.
I think that's right. 6 errors, or 7 errors, excuse me, on only 3 aces. That's a big area of growth here in this 4th set.
Really good serve there. Going to say illegal hit there for Benton. You can call that a lift, call it a touch, whatever. Either way, it's not legal, not valid. A little bit of discussion about that previous call. Either way, it's going to be a 4-2 lead for Greenwood. Really nice attack there from Benton. The first time we've called the name for Lexi Mahan, number 22, the senior. I'll say that one catches the line. So Greenwood gets credit with the kill from McCoy. A little bit of a discussion between the officials on that far side. Tough look at it there. Yeah, it might have caught the line.
I think it might have tagged the line, yeah.
No review at the high school level, but
no challenge cards.
Kennedy Guest. A block right there for Greenwood. Goes back to McCoy. She goes cross court. And a big kill for the Lady Bulldogs.
McCoy has done a really nice job of switching up her shots. Her previous kill, she took it down the line. This one, she went wrist away for a sharp 4, making it really hard for the defense to decide where she's going to put the ball.
So it's 6-3, Greenwood doubling up Benton early here in the 4th. They go to Guest, and that one just hammered home for Benton. And that's another kill for Kennedy. She's now in double digits at 10.
Kennedy is so impressive with her explosiveness and athleticism on her approach and vertical. Makes it really tough to defend when she can hit over blockers.
Tough play there for Greenwood, can't complete the block. That one falls to their side of the net. And now it's 6-5, that lead cuts to 1. The block was there, just couldn't send it back, didn't get close enough to the net, didn't get over the top. McCoy right into the block for a Benton, and that ties it up.
It's a great setup, great close by the middle.
Mahan right there. We hadn't called her name all night, and also we call it twice in this 4th set. McCoy trying to attack that back row. That one sails well long. And now Benton is on quite the run. It's 4 consecutive points for the Lady Panthers.
Kennedy Guest, the middle blocker, doing a good job tonight, going on some service runs and playing defense behind it.
Blocked. Out. So Benton adds to the run. That's 5 consecutive points for the Lady Panthers. Guest continues to be on serve. That one sails long though, so that streak comes at end at 5. Now it's 8-7, Benton out in front. With your back against the wall, being down 2 sets to 1, do you change anything you do as a coach?
I think it just depends on the match. You might change up matchups depending on where you feel like your team will be most successful defensively and blocking. You might start in a different rotation to get their hitters that are on into the front row sooner. There's a lot of different things that you could change up.
Another kill put down by Benton's Paulette. Presley's got 6 now in the match. Attack goes long. So Greenwood going to be on serve, trailing 9-8 here in the 4th. Really impressive crowd here tonight. So you can only see about half of it there on the far side. A big kill again, Carson Hart's You expect these two teams to travel well, though. Really successful athletic programs, top to bottom.
Really great culture in both schools. The big volleyball schools both ways.
No doubt. And both of them in line to win a football conference championship as well, so that doesn't hurt. That's attack goes long. And tell Chris Young I said that. They've got a big one next week. Little Rock Christian Greenwood battle for the conference title next week. Benton's already wrapped up their Central East Conference title on the football side. They're going to be the 1 seed. They'll get a bye. That's for a later time. We're talking volleyball today. That one put down nicely down the line. Evie Hendricks. Hendricks now with 4 kills in the match.
It was a great swing. She was really patient on the ball, stayed open so she could take a good swing straight down the line. Line shots have been successful for Benton tonight. Carson Hart with yet another kill at the net. She has been a powerhouse both offensively and defensively.
11-10, Greenwood's got the lead here in the 4th. Can't handle the serve there, so that'll be an ace. The 5th ace of the day for Greenwood. Lagerman, she elevates and puts one down.
Lagerman yet again being explosive, getting her 15th kill of the match on only 4 errors, hitting over a 300. It's been a really impressive offensive showing for her.
Greenwood got to scramble to get that one across, and they can't, so that's going to even up the match, and it doesn't. You can really sense that tension starting to pick up. Coaching staffs, the student sections, the fan bases. At each passing point, we're getting closer and closer. Hart again with the big kill. You've been here on the biggest stage. What's it like coaching in a match at this level?
It's stressful, obviously. I just think you just got to really keep it calm, because I think the kids vibe off of their coach's energy, and just depending on the group and what energy they need. But there's a lot of nerves, so coaches got to keep it calm and composed.
13-12, Greenwood's got the lead. We'll try a quick set for Hart right in the middle, and they're going to take advantage of a lift call. And Lady Bulldogs push that advantage to 2.
I know we keep talking about it, but Carson Hart has been unbelievable tonight. That's her 12th kill on 0 errors.
Quick set for Gassner, blocked, and that one sails wide, though.
Great work by Maya McCoy at the net. Carson did a great job penetrating the net, but Maya closed that block to help block Kennedy Guess.
So Greenwood's got a 15-12 lead, and Benton's going to take a timeout. We got a good look at that replay. Let's give a big shout out real quick to Troy Mitchell, our official statistician, who's got providing live stats. That was a good look at Troy right there. He does it all year long for the AAA, providing live stats for our TV crew, but also all the media here in attendance. So a big thank you to Troy Mitchell and his crew. But that last kill attempt, though, you see the block, then it goes back over, then it bounces off a Benton player. So that's why the point was awarded to the Lady Bulldogs. Now they've got a 15-12 lead.
Yeah, Greenwood's done a really nice job of staying calm and composed and just playing their game. They've been intense and passionate and have been really gritty all match long. Even though they're down 2-1, that's not the time to stop now. And you can tell that they've continued to do that as they lead the 4th set 15-12.
So Benton's got to try to put an end to this 3-0 scoring run for the Lady Bulldogs. And it's just really been a match of runs. So a couple of matches we had earlier today, it's all about just trading points. Maybe you can get a run or 2 or 3. This match has been the complete opposite. This has been big spurts, 4, 5, 6. Even Benton had a run of 8 points earlier in the night. So even if you're down 3 or 4, it's easily within striking distance for both of these squads. sends one into the net, can't return it. And now the lead's pushed up to 4 for the Lady Bulldogs.
Another great block by Maya McCoy and Carson Hart. It's a dynamic duo up there at the net together.
So 16-12, this is the largest lead in the set for the Lady Bulldogs. They go outside to Loggeman, though, deflected at the net, handled by the Greenwood defense. Can't get it across there. Guess was right there. It might have gotten the head of Hart as that one sent into the net.
It's a tough swing there by Carson Hart. Set kind of put her into the block, and when you're facing Kennedy Guest across the net, you definitely don't want that set to be into her hands.
16-13, Greenwood with the lead. They go to Hart. She tries the tip. Nice job by Guest to adjust. Kind of an unlucky play there for Greenwood, but a really fortunate break for Benton as that one just rolls down the tape and falls on the side of the Greenwood Bulldogs.
Nice to see Kennedy Guest smile after that one. She made a couple errors, but she had a great cover play and it fell her way.
McCoy, though, answers right back for Greenwood. That's a really tough angle as she goes almost parallel with the net.
Very impressive swing. That's something that Maya McCoy is very dynamic at, is spreading the ball all across the floor. She does a great job of putting her thumb down and swinging wrist away to hit that spot.
No, answers right back. Lexi Mahan's really starting to work her way into the offense.
It's a great setting choice there by the Benton setter. I think Greenwood expected that ball to go to Guest, so the block stayed with her, and she just went over the top of her and gave her a really great opportunity.
So that's 5 kills for Lexi. We'll go back to McCoy. Blocks there for Benton. McCoy tries the deep touch and right over the defense, perfectly placed. And the Greenwood attackers got 14 kills in the match.
That's something that Greenwood has really elevated this match, or this set specifically, is finding ways to put the ball away for terminating points.
They set it to Guest. She goes cross court, can't be handled by Greenwood, so Benton able to answer right back.
It's a great high swing, deep 116. Scored her a lot of points from the right side tonight, now as she takes the ball back to serve.
That's 11 kills for Kennedy. You see her on the screen. Now she's back to serve. Great rally going here between Benton and Greenwood. 18-16 is the lead for the Lady Bulldogs. McCoy of the attack, again dug out by the back line. Back to McCoy, another touch. Another great job by Benton to keep the point alive. Greenwood was saying that's 4 touches, and they finally do get the call. It took a minute to get the call, but Benton, now their coaches are up against it.
It's a great defensive rally on both sides of the net. Both teams scrapping and working hard.
The Coach Schuper trying to get an explanation of it. But the call was 4 touches on Benton, which gives Greenwood a 19-16 lead. Now the 2 officials going to confer with one another on the far side. So it is going to stand. 4 touches there for Benton. And so now Greenwood got a 3-point advantage here in the 4th. McCoy served, received. Paulette. That one deflected wide, so she's going to get credit with her 7th kill. Presley now 4th on the squad on the evening. That's a big answer there for Benton after an emotional point.
Yeah, really good set. Presley took a really aggressive swing to that sharp cross.
Benton again answers back. Parker Stearns has been a little quiet recently, but able to put that one down with her 9th kill of the match. And all of a sudden, that 3-point lead that Greenwood had is down to 1.
Benton is doing a really nice job of being aggressive defensively and scrapping to help get their hitters in good positions.
They go outside to Rice, and she hammers one on that back row, but dug out by Cooper. Benton does keep it alive. A quick touch there from Greenwood, though, answered back by Benton. Tough touch there for Benton, but they do enough to keep it alive. Really good rally going. McCoy from the back row, blocked. Really big play by Evie Hendricks.
Benton did a good job of staying consistent. Greenwood was throwing over a lot of tips and rolls, and they stayed disciplined and put up a good block right there.
Kiki Rice sends one long, so Benton's now scored 4 consecutive points, and Greenwood's going to take a timeout. 4 straight points for Benton. We're going to step aside with them. Lady Panthers trying to wrap up a state championship. We'll see if they can get it done right after this.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
We're back inside Benko ZK Arena here in Hot Springs, and we have got another great set going on between Benton and Greenwood. These two 5A heavyweights have just been slugging it out. Benton scored the last 4, and now they've got a 2019 lead.
I think Benton's done a great job defensively. Greenwood has taken some really, really big swings, but Benton has 75 digs on the match, and their defense is really keeping them alive. And then they're finding ways to terminate balls on the other side of the net.
75 dig for Benton. Their defense is a big reason they're in this championship match, and now they got a reason, a chance. They got to maybe win one, but that serve goes long. And so that ends the 4-0 scoring run.
Coach Golden gets another missed serve after one of her timeouts.
She's got the golden touch, if
She
you
sure
will.
does.
Oh, that's a bad joke. I'm just surprised it took me this long to say it. Another bad touch there, though, and Benton gives one away. The Lady Bulldogs now 21-20.
Greenwood has done an excellent job all match long of serving tough and in from the serving line. It's really been a struggle for Benton getting them out of system. They have 5 aces on only 2 errors in the whole match.
This is Colburn at serve. McCoy from the back line. That one right into the net, though. Evens up this match at 21. Greenwood and Benton. You have it no other way. Race to 4. And maybe then some. And Drew Hudspeth. Greenwood goes to Hart, and she puts it down quickly. Carson Hart's having a great night. 12 kills for the Lady Bulldogs.
When Greenwood could get a solid first contact, when Hart is in the front row, they are very, very successful. 12 kills on 1 error, hitting a .355. Just had an amazing match.
Nice dig there by Howard. Go back to Hart's. Does Greenwood. That one's handled, though, this time by Benton. Another great dig, this time by McCoy. It's one too many there for Benton. Another big swing after big swing, and Stearns finally puts one down.
Greenwood was scrapping defensively and making some awesome digs, but Benton terminated. It's a little too much for them to handle.
22 all here in set number 4. Greenwood trying to force the 5th and decisive set. Benton trying to raise the trophy. That one into the net though from Hartz. And now the Lady Panthers take the advantage. And Greenwood's going to take a timeout. We'll stay here with it though. It's 23-22. It's an untimely error there for Hart, who's played exceptional today. But now, here we are. Benton can taste it. They're 2 points away. What are you telling your squad if you're Coach Jennifer Golden?
They just need to stay calm. That even though, I mean, the sets don't matter. I understand that Benton's up 2-1, but they played an amazing match. They've had a really great set. They need to stay calm and stay consistent on their side of the net, and they'll be okay.
Take a look at the matches, or the stats for the match. Greenwood hitting 108, Benton hitting 197. We've got 6 players in double digits in kills now. I think the balance really both of these squads have really stood out to me. McCoy, Hart, and Rice for Greenwood, Loggeman, Guest, and Stearns for Benton, all with 10 or more kills on the evening.
You know, I talked about that before the match, that it could be a really special night offensively because both teams are so balanced across the net. It makes the defense a lot harder to get set, blocking a lot more difficult, which both teams have blocked awesome tonight, but the offensive showing has been really fun to watch.
Going to be Benton serve coming out of the timeout. And they've got a 1-point advantage. More importantly, they only need 2 to end this one. Cooper serves handled by McCoy. Right back to Hart. That one, I was going to say a touch at the net, yes. Another kill for Hart.
Really great pass by Maya McCoy to keep them in system, having all 3 options, and of course putting that ball on Carson Hart's arm to get her 13th kill of the night.
Just by a fingernail, that one touched the net. That was a huge for Greenwood to go their way. That one sails wide though, can't take advantage of it. As the service by Weiser is errant.
Benton catches a break there.
So Benton serving for championship point here, 24-23. Hardy back to serve. Go out to McCoy, and Greenwood's biggest hitter comes through in the biggest moments.
Tori Howard sticking that pass. She had an awesome passing and defensive night. Putting the ball on Maya McCoy's arm, Greenwood's big impact player.
Well, you could never assume anything, but you had to believe everybody in the arena knew that was going to McCoy. Loggeman though, and a Greenwood block comes up big.
McCoy with back-to-back big plays. First the kill, and now a great setup on the block.
How quickly things turn. Benton serving for the championship, and now Greenwood's got a chance to force game 5. Quick touch there, but no, they're going to say Benton's in the net, and that's going to give the game to Greenwood. 26-24 is the score in this one, and we're headed to a 5th and deciding set. We're going to step aside. Do not go anywhere. You're watching the 5A state championship on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Over 2,500 team members across 17 local electric distribution co-ops, powering homes, farms, and industries somewhere across Arkansas. We are the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Power and people.
Vaping addicts you to nicotine and can prematurely age your lungs to those of a 70-year-old. Don't get lost in the fog. Learn more about the hazards of vaping at projectpreventar.org.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
1, 2, 3, turn it up! Whoa. What's going on, man? Let's go!
This for every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Sports is so important to this state and the fabric of the state, and I appreciate Arkansas PBS doing all the state title games, and that makes it available for not just the fans in Central Arkansas, South Arkansas, but fans around the entire state. I can only think of the kids in small towns, and this is the biggest moment maybe in their sports careers, and they have that keepsake of having that game on TV to have with them the rest of their lives.
Looks like we have some new help in the marketing department.
Action! Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Everett Buick GMC. I think you need to work on your line better. How about you do it? Family owned, customer friendly. Family owned, no friendly. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at Alcoa exit. Buckle up, everybody!
We never gonna stop.
We're back inside Banco ZK Arena. You see it there. Match is tied 2 games apiece between Benton and Greenwood. And the 5th and deciding set is right in front of us. We're going to 15, so this is essentially the tiebreaker. Go to 25 for the first 4. This one is going to 15. Greenwood's got to have the momentum if they won that 4th set. What are you telling your team when it comes down to this?
Starting fast is so important, especially when the set is only to 15, like you said. Really taking care of your side of the net, minimizing your errors, and playing hard, which is what both of these teams have done all night long.
Yeah, you've got to approach this differently as a coach. You know, you kind of save those timeouts in a normal set, but here it's so short that, you know, you give it 2 or 3 consecutive points. Maybe you're burning the timeout early, even if it's, 4-1, 5-2, something like that.
That's exactly right. You can't afford for servers to go on big runs in the 5th set. There's just not enough time or points for it.
So the final championship of the day is going to be decided in the 5th and final sets. And Benton quickly starts, and that one goes long, though. And Greenwood, like they've done in almost every set to this point, scores first.
Yes, and we have Eckhart on the serving line right now. She has 3 aces on the match. She's leading her team in aces.
That one again set long, so back-to-back hitting miscues from Benton gives Greenwood the early 2-0 lead.
Greenwood's defense is doing a really great job of being disciplined, being stopped on contact, and not reaching for those balls that are going long.
Eckhart can't keep the drive going, though, as that serve into the net. So Benton on the board here in the 5th. A big swing there, no. That goes too long from Dickinson, and just like that, Greenwood's 2-0 lead. Go.
First 4 points of the match are all unforced errors. You see little 5th set jitters.
You know the nerves have to be through the roof with state championship riding on this one set. Nice dig there by Cooper, but they're going to say Benton was in the net. And that's going to give a point to the Lady Bulldogs.
It's a good swing by Kiki Rice. That's her 13th kill of the match. She's had a great match, and she'll be big for the Greenwood Bulldogs in this 5th set.
13 kills for both Rice and Hart, 15 for McCoy on the Greenwood side. Here's Loggeman for Benton, though, and she gets another kill. That's a match high, number 16 for her.
I've talked about Loggeman a lot tonight, but she is just such an impact player for Benton. She not only has 16 kills, which is also hitting close to a 300, 15 digs, 18 assists. She just gets it done all across the board for Benton.
Here's Cooper on the serve. They're going outside to McCoy. That's coming right at us, can't be blocked, and McCoy gets another kill for Greenwood. That's number 16.
That shot has been so successful for Maya McCoy tonight. That really sharp wrist away shot to zone 4. She's found a lot of kills in that area.
Loggeman tries to go cross court. Greenwood's got to try to scramble for it. They can't. Another big kill for the Benton Lady Panthers, and now it's just a heavyweight match. It's trading blow for blow.
It's really fun to watch this offense and the big swings that both sides of the net are playing.
Greenwood riding a 7-game winning streak heading to this championship match. You asked them probably 3 weeks ago, you never would have thought they'd make a run like this. But here they are playing their best volleyball. McCoy gets another one. You played this team a couple times this year. Is this the same Greenwood squad you saw at that point?
This is not. I talked to Mr. Coach Golden just a little bit ago, and he said this isn't the same team that we saw when we played them early in the season. They are not backing down to teams anymore. They're fighting for every point. They're really believing in themselves and teammating really, really hard.
It's all about playing well at the right time of the season. Doesn't matter what you do the first month or two as long as you're playing well at the end, which that means October for high school volleyball in Arkansas, and they're certainly doing it. They're locked up in a tight one here, 5-5 here in the 5th with Benton. McCoy again on the attack. That one dug out though, coming right at us. Thank you, Coach Jennifer Golden, saving us. My laptop and your water.
Maya did a great job on that swing. The set was a little low and died inside, but she found a way to stay on top of the ball and keep the ball in play.
6-5 Greenwood. McCoy back to serve. A quick set for Guess. Her tap doesn't work though. Now Greenwood has a chance to rally back. McCoy. Dug in on the back line from Loggeman. Again, 22, Lexi Mahan coming up big in the late moments of this match. And her kill ties it all up at 6.
It's a great swing, just finding the seam of the block, finding the floor.
Rice goes up in the kill. Kiki Rice with number 14.
Greenwood has done such a good job on their serve receive in their first contact of keeping the setter in system, giving Kiki a lot of opportunity to take that ball down the line there.
Golden serve received by Benton. They go the offensive. Go outside to Rice, and again she puts one down. That catches enough of the line, gets the call, and Benton's got an 8-6 lead.
Kiki Rice has just been consistent all match long for the Greenwood Bulldogs. That's her 15th kill, hitting around to 230.
Certainly too early to be counting points if you're Greenwood. Hart on the attack. That one dug out by Cooper on the back row. Again, another big kill from Mahan. And Lexi now has 8 in the match. That pulls Benton within a point at 8-7.
Mahan's done a good job of swinging high and deep, really focusing in on that 5-6 seam.
A block there for Greenwood. Now they've got a chance to go on the offensive. They set it outside for Rice. She goes cross court and puts it down. Kiki Rice was kill number 16. 9-7 is the advantage for the Lady Bulldogs.
Kiki's doing a great job in her transitioning off the net, getting herself in a good position to take a really strong, aggressive approach to put a good swing on the ball.
That one catches the line, says the line judge. A big kill and a big, big break there for Parker Stearns.
Parker Stearns hits that same seam, that deep 5-6 seam that's been very successful for Benton all night long.
I'm going to say that caught the line. 9-8, Greenwood. Rice blocked nicely there by the Benton defense, and Greenwood can't get over the bodies on the floor, and now we're all squared up at 9 apiece.
Tori Howard working hard for her hitters there, trying to be there for the cover. Unfortunately, just didn't work out.
Here's Hudspeth on the serve. They set up Rice. Nothing clean on this ball for either side so far. That one sails long. We're going to say Greenwood was in the net, though. That's a big break for Benton as that attack sailed long. And that gives the Lady Panthers a 10-9 lead here in the 5th. Hart right in the middle, right after a blocking attempt, and sails into the front row. And a big bounce back point there for Greenwood. That stops a 3-0 run for Benton. 3-0 doesn't sound like it much, but here in the 5th, that can mean the world. Now it's a race to 5. Loggeman hammers one. McCoy couldn't handle that one cross court. Now Benton takes the lead.
The setter gave Loggeman a really nice fast tempo to help her beat the block on that swing. Really explosive approach, hard, fast arm swing to get the kill.
Delaney Cooper back to serve, the junior for Benton. They go outside to McCoy, her touch. Can't get it over the block. Back to McCoy, again blocked. The block coming up big there for Greenwood. And now finally put down for Benton. That's 5 out of the last 6 points that Benton scored. That's going to force Jennifer Golden to take a timeout. It's 12-10.
Benton's doing a really great job on the blocking right now of really setting up a good block, penetrating low and over, making Greenwood work very, very hard for their points.
These two teams have duked it out really since we started over 2 hours ago. 7:05 was the start time. It's after 9 here in Hot Springs. We started the day with a great match in the 6A. We're ending it with another great one in 5A. There's Coach Trooper trying to go back-to-back with her Benton Lady Panthers. And they're 3 points away from doing so, but Greenwood obviously stands in their way. And this point right here, if you're Coach Golden, you've got to be telling it, you got to sell out. Flailing arms, diving bodies. Make sure you keep a point alive.
That's right. The first contact here is going to be really important to help Greenwood stay in system so they can be aggressive offensively. They have Maya McCoy and Carson Hart front row right now, which is great options both ways.
Cooper still serving for Benton. They're going over to McCoy. A quick jump there by Benton, turned away the block. Comes back though and can't get a touch on it. Could Greenwood's wiser, and now Benton is smelling it. They're up 13-10.
Fast offensive play by Greenwood, just really great awareness for Benton, giving them their 13th block of the match.
All the big runs seem to come with Cooper at serve for Benton tonight. That one not handled cleanly. Greenwood has to just get it over, but pressed perfectly. Kind of got lucky there for Greenwood as Cooper couldn't handle that return. And a big, big break for Greenwood.
Really smart play by Ella Dickinson. She has to put her free ball over, but she knows she has to challenge in order to get Benton out of system, and putting it in a deep corner obviously worked out for her.
Tori Howard at serve now for Greenwood. They go to Longeman. Dug out nicely on the back row. They're going to McCoy. Has to touch it over, but the block there for Guest. A big-time block for a big-time player right in the middle, and Greenwood's going to take a timeout. It's been such a huge weapon for Benton all night. Now 13 blocks in the match. Defense turning into offense has been a big key for their success.
Absolutely, and that marks Kennedy Guest's 8th block of the match. She is a force to be reckoned with at the net, both offensively and defensively, and you can really see that it will mess with Greenwood a little bit, knowing that she's over there on the other side of the net.
14 blocks, 8 of which from Kennedy Guest, and now Benton has got a couple cracks at it for championship points. It's been really impressive to watch these two teams go at it. I mean, I know it's cliche to sound, but both these teams played well enough to win a title today.
They sure did. They have scrapped hard defensively. They have worked extremely hard for every single point that they've achieved and gotten, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Greenwood has not backed down all match long, and I don't expect them to back down 11-14 in the 5th set.
All 4 sets have been decided by 5 points or less, and that's going to be the same here today. It's going to be on serve for Benton. Number 18, Anna Grace Hardy, going to take the ball in her hand with the championship on the line. Greenwood goes out to McCoy. Blocked. Greenwood can't get to it, and Benton goes back to back. We said it was been the biggest aspect of this match, and it won them a title. The defense and that front line defense for Benton is just too much.
They were really aggressive at the net all night. Obviously, Kennedy Guest led the blocking force with 9 blocks total in the match, but all around, their pin blockers set up a great block, and their defense played really well behind it. Made it really difficult for Greenwood to put balls away.
So Benton takes set number 5, and they win this one 3-2. Trophy presentation coming up as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing a healthcare partner rooted in your community. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Let our family care for yours.
You wouldn't drink it, so why breathe it? Vaping liquids contain chemical oils that can severely damage your lungs. Don't get lost in the fog. Learn more about the hazards of vaping at projectpreventar.org.
1, 2, 3, turn it up! Whoa. Who's going up in here? Let's go!
A classic match between Benton and Greenwood, and Benton takes it 15-11 in the 5th set. And that's why they're taking on the hardware. Greenwood about to be handed their state runner-up trophy, and well-earned, well-deserved. They had won 7 straight heading to this championship match, and they fought valiantly here in Hot Springs. And really, there was no difference in these two teams, to be quite honest.
There were. Both teams were super aggressive offensively. Both teams had 3 attackers that were in double-digit kills. The defense was great, passing was great, blocking was great. It just didn't fall Greenwood's way.
So Nick Lasker going to hand out the last trophy of the day, and Benton certainly earned this one as they had to claw back. They dropped the first set, lost an emotional 4th set, but they do just enough, and they're taking home the 5A state title for the 2nd consecutive year. Really impressive performance as we'll take a look at the stats for the match, and they were really even, really right down the middle. 123 hitting percentage for Greenwood, 198 for Benton. You can see the attacks, the aces, the digs, the kills. Big advantage there for Benton, and the blocks. So really that last number may be the story of the match.
That's right. And having 15 blocks on the night really helped them with their 65 kills and limited Greenwood to 54, which is still an amazing match, but that definitely gave Benton the advantage at the net.
Let's take a look at the highlights from today's 5A state championship game, and there was a ton of them. You're talking about 18 kills for Bella Loggeman, Parker Stearns with 13, Kennedy Guest with 12, and then really Lexi Mahan came on late with 8, and that was the offense for Benton.
Bella Loggeman was my highlight of the night. She had 20 assists and 18 kills. She had an amazing night offensively and defensively. Not only was she putting balls away, but she was putting her hitters in a really great position when she was in the back row to put balls away. And she really helped her team become successful and state champions tonight.
Yeah, Maya McCoy led the way for Greenwood, 18 kills. Kiki Rice added 16, and Carson Hart added 14. It really was a three-headed monster for the Greenwood attack, but just could not get it done tonight. So Benton wins it 3-2, and they're taking home the hardware back to Saline County as they win the 5A state championship. So that's going to do it from volleyball. For Madison Fitzpatrick alongside Cassie Lowe, I'm Bobby Swafford. Thanks for tuning in all day today. I appreciate you watching and supporting Arkansas high school sports, and be sure to flip back to this channel all week long, but also first weekends of December as the football titles are coming your way. Appreciate you tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.